What's up, underdog? Listen, some players need a position to prove they belong. Kobe is different. Power forward, center, wing. Put her where the game gets physical. She rebounds, takes contact, and still finds a way to bring value. That's why coaches trust her in more than one spot. So let's get it. Why, Kobe? I'm about to ask you this question, right? And you could tell me the truth, right? Why your parents named you Kobe? We're gonna start off with that question. You might ask me, but why your parents named you Kobe?
Well, it's actually a nickname, but it's from my name, Nakobe, and
Mm,
the middle of the knee, and just have Kobe. And I kind of like Kobe, like Cobi Obi. It rhymes. It sounds good when the announcer says it and stuff like that. So you know,
uh, okay, I thought it was because of Kobe Bryant or something. uh, all right, that's cool though. I like it too, like Kobe Obi. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right, Kobe. Like, so let's get started. We have a lot more fun later on, but let's get to the serious stuff. So, Kobe, when people hear power forward or center or wing attached to your name, some people might not know what box to put you in. So when you step on the court, what do you want them to feel first? Is it your skill, your toughness, or your presence?
well, I would want them to feel my presence first, and after, I want them to have like see my toughness and stuff like that and feel it, and then I feel like my skills will just speak for itself.
Okay. All right. So you are known like for being physical and dominant on the inside. Was that always your game, or did you have to grow into that edge?
This is actually a really good question because no one's ever asked me this, but I started off as a post, like as a center, and
Mm.
learned how to be strong and physical and dominant. And once I expanded my game, I feel like the physicality just stayed with me. So like even as a wing and a power forward, I'm still just as physical as a center.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You need that physicality and stuff. Then you do you be in a weight room?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good, good. So so when you was growing up, that's where they put you at. They put you in that box. So I guess what I'm saying is when you just playing like rec ball, elementary school, middle school, because you had a little height, they put you in that box. So when did you realize that you needed to get out that box?
I realized once I hit like ninth grade, really, ninth grade coming out of eighth grade, I kind of realized that like watching people in like college and stuff and play, they're like 6'5", 6'6", they're really tall versus me, I'm only like 6 foot 6'1". So I kind of figured like once I get to college, I'm gonna be like an undersized post. Like I'm gonna have to be able to do something other than just be a post. Well,
Yeah, because um 6 foot 6'1", that's guard position in college. So I'm glad you realized that. That's smart. That's smart. So some players avoid contact, right? But you seem like you lean into it with grace. So what goes through your mind when the game gets rough in the paint?
really what goes in my mind is that I just tell myself I wanted more. I wanted more than my opponents. I mean, I treat every bump or foul as an opportunity just to show them that I'm not gonna back down and I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Hmm. Okay. So and a lot of people don't, but especially coaches like me, we always yelling out rebound, rebound. So rebounding ain't cute. That's not the cute thing to do, right? On the court. And that's not it's not always flashy and stuff. So what makes you take pride in crashing the boards?
But I feel like some people don't think that rebounding is important, but to me, I really do think it is important and can really impact the game. I mean, like creating extra positions for your team, I mean, put not positions, possessions for your team to score or prevent the other team from scoring again. I mean, it really causes an impact to the game, and I don't think some people realize that.
Yeah, this is one thing I always say. Two things. The team that hit the most layups is going to win a basketball game. And the team that has the most possessions is going to win a basketball game. That's just simple basketball right there. That's just simple basketball. All right, so take me to a game where your rebounding and physical presence like changed the energy for the whole team.
Well, actually, a game recently with my AAU team in Milwaukee, I had to go against a girl that was twice my size and twice like almost she was very taller than me, but I was able to box out and out rebound her, and she was one of the main scorers on the team. And with that, like I was very physical. I was make sure I was very dominant. I feel like with that impact, I felt my team like fed off my energy and we were able to get the win.
I just had I don't know, you probably seen it, heard her podcast stuff just came out. She's 5'6", and they got put her at the at the center. Also, and she said the same thing. The same story you just said, she said about a girl she had to play against. Like the girl was bigger. Everybody thought she was the joint. And when she got out there, the girl ain't score because she was more physical. So good job. All right, so when you are playing against someone bigger or stronger, what do you tell yourself before the matchup really starts?
I tell myself that I don't care how tall or bigger they are. I know and I'm still gonna do everything I can do to I'm just gonna give it my all, regardless on how long somebody is, if they're 6'6" or if they're bigger than me. I know what I can do and I don't care. I'm just gonna do what I can do to win.
There you go. There you go. So you are trusted at powerful center and the wing. What is the hardest part about being trusted in multiple roles? Which, to me, you go ahead.
The hardest thing for me is really just to quickly adjusting to the different responsibilities and different roles and also staying effective in those roles while adjusting.
Okay, that's good. Because to me, if you're that player that can play multiple positions, you stand on the floor. You're more valuable to the team. So what part of the wing game are you trying to improve more right now?
Really just my ball handling and my perimeter defense, just making my feet faster, making sure that I don't get blown past or anything like that, and making sure I'm more shifty, not as being like a basically just a big out there dribbling the ball, making sure I make good decisions and stuff like that.
Okay. So a lot of post players want to move to the outside, but they forget the inside work is what makes them valuable these days. So how do you balance being physical inside while growing your perimeter game?
I balance it by just embracing my physicality, also making sure I do my post moves and do everything, but also putting in the extra reps like in my guard work, in my skill work, because it's really important to do the post work and the guard work as well. Because if you just focus on one, you're gonna decrease in the other. So, I mean, it really increases your training time, but on the same time, it's gonna increase your game time as well.
Do you realize that do you realize it's no different in the footwork?
And
The same footwork you do at the inside, the same footwork you do on the outside.
yeah, I mean, I'll say, yeah.
Yeah. So once you learn that part, can't nobody stop you. There's three footworks, and then it's their counters. So you got front pivot, reverse pivot, back pivot, whatever you want to call it. Then you got the drop step. If you ever watch LeBron James play, he got this unstoppable move that nobody can stop on perimeter. Is where he got you on his back and he do drop step and then go. You can't stop that move out on the perimeter because once you do that drop step, now you're on his hip and he's gone. You can't stop that move. That move is unstoppable. So you have an ability to learn how to drop step and go. You learn that inside. So most of the girls I train, I do the same thing. We start inside out. We start inside out. But once you like master those footworks and that counters, you're gonna be unstoppable no matter where you play. All right, look, parents, here's your lesson for today. Parents, catch what Kobe is showing right here. A lot of athletes want to be called versatile, but they do not want the responsibility that comes with it. Versatile means you have to guard bigger, move faster, rebound like a post, make decisions like a wing, and still keep your body language right when the role changes. This is where pressure shows up, not just in the last shot. Pressure shows up when your athlete do not get the role they expected and still brings value. So, after the next game, do not ask your athlete, how many points did you have? Ask this, when your role changed, did your effort change too? That answer will tell you a lot. All right, cool. We just got finished talking to the parents. Let me come back to you. All right, so you describe yourself as a dedicated as dedicated to self improvement, right? So, what's one part of your game you are working on that people may not notice yet?
Really just my decision making and my IQ, making better and quicker decisions in the game and making sure I make the best one in the game. And really how I just improve that is just playing a lot more basketball because once you play more, you'll know what to do in the game and stuff like that.
Okay, all right. So you're also an honor student. Yay! Honesty, honesty. So what does that say about your discipline off the court?
I feel like it says that I'm committed to working on and off the court and saying that I'm balanced and just really focused.
So what's the hardest right now? Is it staying locked in academically or staying consistent in training or managing pressure during games?
Right now, since it's closer to the end of the school year, I say staying locked in academically, with finals and things coming up, everybody's trying to hurry up and just get it done and ready for summer.
Yeah, because I got that message the other day. Like I ain't even know you don't have to wait. I'm doing my finals right now. I'm like, okay, okay, handle that business, girl. All right. So, what is one pressure moment that tested your confidence?
Really? I say when I was on the free throw line and we're tied and I just got fouled and I needed to hit these 2 shots to make sure we get the win.
Did you hit him?
I did. I hit a
Okay, all right, you ain't lying to me. I want to see some film. I want film on that. So, when you make a mistake in a game, bad foul, missed layup, turnover, what does your body language usually show?
just my body language usually shows focus or just nothing at all. I try to not to dwell on the mistakes and just move on to the next play because the more you dwell on it, the more you're not going to be focused on what's happening next. And I feel like when you're focusing on what's going on next is the best way to be prepared and just clear your mind so you make the best decision next. Because if you're still in your head, you're not going to make the best decisions.
Love it, love it, love it. So, when a coach corrects you hard, like how do you usually respond in that moment?
I respond just by listening, try to understand what they're saying and apply it to what they're talking about so I can get the immediate thing what they're wanting from me.
All right, so when a coach getting on you hard, do you look them in their eyes or you just be like shifty?
I look them in the eye. I feel like if you look at them, it's kind of disrespectful.
I mean, right, it's disrespectful, right, when you're not looking in the eyes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, what has basketball taught you about resilience that school alone could not teach you?
Basketball's really taught me just how to push through adversity and just to stay strong mentally. Just even when something happens that I don't expect or it doesn't go my way, just to find another solution for it and just keep going because that's just life.
Mm, very smart, very smart. So you you used to use the word determination. So what are you determined to prove before you graduate 2027?
I'm determined to prove that impactful and versatile player that can play at the next level.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't, I say who wouldn't want a player that can play power forward, the wing, and the center, and now you're working on your guard skills. Like, who wouldn't want a tough guard? Because in college, you might be a two, right? So who wouldn't want a tough two guard that can score, post up smaller guards? You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, keep on doing you, Shorty, keep on doing you. So, what do you think coaches trust most about your game right now?
I think that coaches trust my physicality and my willingness to just help my team win with whatever I can do on the court. With if that's rebounding or defense, I'm always gonna have dog in me or energy to always help my team.
Mm. So, what do you still need to clean up before you become the player you know you can become?
Just my really my guard skills, um, and just my guarding on the perimeter. I feel like once I perfect that and that will really complete my package as a player.
Mm.
Um, I'm a really solid being as a wing and solid as post and power forward.
Yeah, because when you get to the next level, you got to be able to guard your position. And that's a big thing. You got to be able to guard your position. So, great, great. Glad you're working on that. So, for young females out there who are physical but get told that they're too aggressive, what would you tell them? Who are the ones that are, I'm sorry, who are the ones that are afraid to be too aggressive because, the stigma?
I would tell them from my experience, I would say if you are too aggressive, just don't stop. Keep going. But learn how to control that aggressiveness and physicality. And for the ones that are not as aggressive, I would say it's better to be aggressive now because later on when you get to college, I mean, would you rather be aggressive now and in college or not be aggressive in college? You're gonna have a really hard time adjusting to that setting.
Yeah, you're going to be in the transfer pool or sitting at home on grandma's couch, some dog on with. But all right, Kobe. Look, we talked about the boys, the contact, the physical presence, and being trusted in multiple spots. Now I need to see if the same toughness shows up in the fun fire round. So we going so fast answers, first thing to come to your mind. And since you like contact, I might throw a little contact, you know, in those questions too. All right, got it? You ready? All right, here's the rules of the game. And I did something special for you. I gave you 10 questions. So we down 20 points. Each question is worth 2 points. But if I really like it, I'll give you 3. If I don't like it, give you 1 point. But if I really don't like it, I'm going to be that hard coach that's going to look you in your eyes and say, I ain't giving you nothing. You ain't getting no points. Not 0, nothing. Got that? All right, so here we go. First question. If your game had a warning label, what would it say?
It would say aggressive.
Okay, all right, aggressive. All right. It's 2 points. I like that. It's 2 points. We down by 8. No, 18. Sorry. All right. What feels better? A bucket through contact or a grown woman rebound?
A bucket through contact.
Oh, okay. That's 2 more. 2 more points. So we down 16. So be honest. Who complains more about contact? The guards or the posts?
Guards.
Y'all guards better get in that weight room. Get your weight up. Stop complaining. Get in that weight room. Stop complaining. Okay. 2 more. All right. So we're down 16. So what is one thing a smaller player better not do when they guard you?
Driving on me.
Well, what you gonna do?
Walking.
Y'all better pull up. You better pull up, water. Don't be driving up in there. That thing going to the stands. All right, good. All right, so since you said black, I don't give you 3. You need 3 points for that. Put you in the stands. So what's the guys? 10. All right, we down 13. I hope my math right. Don't be. I can't be embarrassing myself. Like I don't know how to do my math. All right. So if your coach say, Kobe, I need you at the 5 today, what is your first reaction?
I'll be like, okay, I don't mind. I'll be like, okay, let's go.
Okay. Okay. Like it. I like it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you 3 more points for that. All right. So we down 10. Down 10. We got 4 more questions to go. Well, 5 more. Might throw extra one in because you're doing so good. All right. So what is harder, guarding a quick wing or battling a strong post?
Mm, a quick wing.
Okay. Hey, you did say you need to work on your, your guarding the wing, right? Hey, so that's 2. We down 8. All right. So what is one part of your game people sleep on because they only see your physicality?
My shooting, like a lot. So people give me just all back up and just give me all the space, and I'll just shoot right in front of their face.
Okay. So some people think you can't shoot. Show down. Show down. All right. If your teammates had to describe your energy in the paint with one word, what would it be?
A workhorse.
Okay, workhorse. So, all right, we down 10. We got that's 2. So we down 8. 2. All right, so we down, what, 6? We down 6.
Yes.
All right. All right. So we down 6. All right. If you get this right, I'll give you 3. So then we'd be down by 3, and then I ask you to find the question to see if we're going to tie the game up or we're going to lose it. Okay,
Yep.
like those 2 free throws you shot. All right, so here goes the question that I asked everybody on my show. One of the questions. My other one is my signature question. But if you was driving in the car or you just, before a game, getting hype, what is your hype song and who's the artist?
Okay, so this might be my hype song is Hey Ya by Outkast. I really I listen to that before every game. It just gets me going.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, look, you got the 3 for that, Outcast, because you did not say Drake.
I don't really listen to Drake like that.
No, I'm gonna give you another point. There you go. So I give you a 4 point. You shot a 3 and got fouled. So that's 4 points. So now we're down by 2. All right. You said I don't really listen to Drake Dark. So yeah, I'm gonna give you another point. Y'all hear that, y'all? About time. That's great. I like that though. Hey, y'all by Outkast. Good. I miss Outkast. All right. Last question. And we're down by what? 2, right? Because you got a 4 point. Okay. Hey, finish this question. Or a statement. Sorry, finish this statement. When I step on the floor, people better be ready for
My physicality.
Okay. All right, just shot that 3. We 1 by 1. Good job winning the game. Good job. All right, so you're not really certified underdog yet until you answer my last question. But that was a fun fire round, y'all. We had some fun with that. You had fun with the fun fire round? You like that round?
I
Okay, all right. So here's my signature question, Kobe, to get you underdog certified. Kobe, what does being an underdog means to you, whether you think you are one or you don't? And how do you carry that with you every day, both on and off the court?
an underdog, it means to me just always having something to prove and staying hungry on the court and off the court, just making sure that there's always going to be a challenge for you. Not life is not going to be easy. So having the underdog mentality, it helps you stay consistent in all things in basketball, in school, and just in life. So you'll always be prepared for a challenge.
Oh, love it. Love that answer. I might give you another 2 points. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. We ain't going to overtime. So you want, but that was a great answer. Great answer. Love it. Love it. Good job. So now you're underdog certified. You're underdog certified. Great job. You too. All right, peeps. Listen, Kobe's story is a reminder that some athletes do not need a perfect label to make an impact. Power forward, center, and wing. That just means she's bringing value wherever the game needs her. She rebounds, she takes contact, she plays physical, she keeps growing, and she understands that being versatile is not just about the skill, it's about responsibility. Parents, this is the part to pay attention to. If your athlete wants more trust, more minutes, more bigger role, it cannot only be about scoring. I don't know how much I gotta say this, but coaches trust the athlete who can defend, rebound, communicate, adjust, and stay locked in when the game gets physical. That is pressure. And pressure will always show what is really trained. Parents, if your athlete plays different when the game gets physical, they shut down after a mistake, or lose confidence when their role change. Grab the free parent tool, pressure pattern snapshot, and use it after the next game to see what the pressure is really showing. The link is in the description. And always remember that pressure reveals training. And every underdog has their day. And I'm Coach Q, and that's Kobe. Kobe, say bye to the people.
Bye.
And guess what? We're out.